Stray Kids, thank you so much. What's up, random Andrew and One Door Going Wild, and today it's gonna be a different kind of video. So initially I wanted to do like a Stray Kids I Am Who first album listen, but knowing JYP, it got blocked. We blocked it, so I decided to do like a Stray Kids I Am Who album review instead. So like this album was intense in a good way. It was like intense in the best way possible. This album is such a good album, and like after like reading all the lyrics and like the translations and just going deeper into it, this album is so good. And I am so happy that like I went into this. So before I start, I just want to say that I am not a major in music. I don't know music production, so I more analyze the lyrics wise. And these are all my opinions, these are all my thoughts, these are all my theories. So if you have anything to say, comment down below, and I'm always open to reading what you guys want to say. So let's start. Now the intro of the album is called Who. Now Who, wow, is sang by Woojin, Han, and Felix. I think those three, yes, those three. And basically this song is sort of like the whole mood of Stray Kids, like asking like, why do we exist? Why do we do this stuff? What is our meaning to life? And comparing this intro to the last intro, it is so different. Not in like a long range, but like there's such a difference between the two intros. Going back to Not basically talks about like being the glitch in the system, being different. Why do we all have to be the same? But then in Who, like these lyrics, they're questioning why people are all the same, right? But then they start breaking free from that and they start like looking for answers. But when they find the answer, whoa, what is that fluff? So like the lyrics, this is not the world's answer, but it's the answer that I want. I feel like the difference between Not and Who is that in Not, they're like super brave. They want to break free. They want to do everything. But then in Who, I feel like they're scared. Who, the lyrics in Who are more fragile. Like, it's like they found their answer, but then they don't know what to do with that answer. So like, I lost my path to the answer. After breaking free in District 9, they found the answer, but they don't know what to do with it. So they feel lost again. And I feel like it's just so different, and it's so like, makes you think. Like, who gives off that feeling when you got really what you wanted, but then you're like, okay, now what? Like, who gives off, like the mood of the song gives off like an unsatisfying type of feel, which is not bad, but like unsatisfaction is like a neutral term. It's like, but in this case they found the glitch in the system, but then they're like, what do we do with that glitch? So Who is still like, Who is such a sad, like not sad, but like emotional song, because it just makes you think about things. Alright, the second song, My Pace, the title track. Now this song, honestly, this song is like legit on replay. I freaking love this song so much. So initially I thought My Pace was gonna be talking about a love song, which is not, which I'm sort of grateful for, because I didn't really want a love song from them. I want Stray Kids to talk about like society and talk about, you know, just life in general. My Pace is talking about just being yourself. You know, like there's no rush in life. Because of the second song coming off of Who, it's still questioning things like, oh, what do I do in life? Why is everyone doing something different from me? Why is everyone so much ahead? And then My Pace is just like panicking, and it's like, you know, I have that feeling like I'm lagging behind. I need to catch up to these other people. I need to start doing things that they're doing. But then after a while, My Pace starts to realize that, wait a second, why should I care about what other people think? Like, even though My Pace is still filled with like greed and desire, it's like saying like, even if I am filled with those feelings, why should I care about other people when I should be thinking about myself? Which is not selfish, it's more about self-confidence and self-love. My Pace understands that people are all different, there's no need to rush, there's no need to panic, as they're in their own pace. They take care of themselves and you take care of yourself. There's no need to rush, let's live our moments right now. That's basically what they're saying. Like, why are you panicking about such trivial things? You don't have to. You have your own pace. You don't have to compare yourself to other people because you guys are different people. I feel like if my pace was like a high school student, it'd be that student like when you're starting to graduate and you start thinking about other people's kind of life careers and you compare it to yourself. It's like you don't have to do that. Just focus on yourself, worry about yourself, do everything at your own pace. Don't worry about other people, and they won't worry about you. Now on to my favorite song on the album, Voices. Voices is such an emotional and deep song. Like, it talks about a lot of things, like a lot of things, takes on a lot of things. And I feel like this song is so relatable to a lot of people because it's just things that just go on your mind. Like, these lyrics affect a lot of people today. So Voices talk about becoming weak and vulnerable to your own mind. Like, Voices is that moment in life when you feel like no one is there to support you. Even the most supportive people aren't there on your side. And you start feeling scared, you start feeling lonely, but importantly, you feel sorry for yourself for being so helpless, and that's just really sad. I feel like this is something everyone can relate to because everyone has gone through that moment, whether it is super serious or super not. I feel like everyone has that one moment where you're just like, you just can't help but break down. I don't think that this song is about other people tormenting you or like bullying you, but more about having a battle with your own mind and your own self. It's not about you against the world. It's not about you against them. It's about you against yourself. Like, Voices represent your mind and your thoughts. Like, this is such a great song because it taps into a lot of concepts. Your mind is both your friend and your enemy. I live by that quote because your mind can be so powerful but can also be the thing that breaks you down. Like, Voices is basically talking about battling with your own mind, and because your mind keeps telling you things that make you break down, you become soulless, sort of. You can become like listening to others more than you listen to yourself, and you just become a puppet to yourself, you know, like you don't know anything about yourself, so you don't want to go there. And it's just really sad because I don't know, this song is just so deep. And like, this song basically taps into a lot of other topics, so things like mental illness, depression, self-harm, and it hints at losing yourself to your mind, unable to cure yourself. Like, this song is, I feel like it's just more than just a song. Like, this song is something that speaks from your heart. And, this is such a deep song. I cannot love this song so much. Alright, so the next song, the fourth song, Question. Now, Question was a little hard to decipher because it was just a little confusing. But then again, it's a song called Question. So Question, when I was reading the lyrics, I feel like Question is that one lost teenager. Or like, rather than lost, Question just doesn't know themselves in a way. It's constantly asking things like what it likes, what it wants to do, what it wants to do tomorrow, and it's just really confused and it's just really lost in its own mind. And it's different voices because Question isn't actually telling themselves that I can't do this, I can't do that. They're just asking themselves like, what can I do? Like, I'm bored, what should I do today? Like, it gives off, and compared to like Who, it's not panicking or scared. It's more like, I feel like Question is really bored. Like, it just wants to do something but doesn't know what to do. But like, also going deeper into it, I feel like Question is that one friend that always needs advice, that always needs constant like support, constant assurance. Like the lyrics, stop saying don't do it, it makes me want to do it more. Stop saying don't go there, it makes me want to go more. I feel like Question only, I don't know, like I feel like it only reacts to things when things are announced. Like, it won't make decisions on its own until someone else decides on it, if that makes sense. Like, it won't do anything until I say something, until someone else says something to it. I feel like that is Question, but it's not bad because everyone needs a starting point, you know? Everyone needs something to get their ideas sparking. Like, I feel like Question can't think on its own until someone tells it what to do, which is sort of like a child, if you ask me. But another thing about Question is that it can go two ways. It can either grow into my pace, you know, like following itself, having its own pace, don't really care about other people say about them, or it can fall into Voices when it like becomes weak to its own mind, constantly questioning things and then turning those things into like really, really sad thoughts. But yeah, Questions is still a really good song. I really like it. The lyrics are really good because it's neither sad nor happy. It's just really neutral. Alright, so next, Insomnia. Insomnia, oh my god, another good song. So like Insomnia, I feel like it's similar to Question, but Question questions too much, and Insomnia thinks too much, if that makes sense. Like if Question represents the day, then Insomnia represents the night. Insomnia is always thinking about things. Like it's always like thinking about tomorrow, thinking about today, thinking about the past. It just thinks so much that it can't fall asleep, and that's the point of Insomnia. Like Insomnia is so curious, imagining the future and what it holds, that it just sort of not causes panic, but sort of like an anxiety. That's why they can't fall asleep. Like the lyrics, it'll probably be like that tomorrow night too. That's like saying that it thinks every single night. That's why they can't fall asleep, and they get stressed, they get mad about tomorrow, wondering if tomorrow will be a good day or a bad day. But then like last line, they say, when I open my eyes in the morning, when I wake up from my sleep, feeling more refreshed than before, I had a night where I had a good dream someday. Like, the sun is sleeping in the sky in order to sleep peacefully for a brighter tomorrow. I feel like Insomnia realized that even though it gets stressed every night, even though it can't sleep because it has so many thoughts going in its mind, it came to the realization that, hey, even though I can't sleep, at least tomorrow I live another day to not be able to sleep. So like it's turning something negative into positive with negative thoughts. Also, can I just say rapper line singing, and they're gonna promote this song after my pace. Like this song, rapper line singing, Chanbin singing, Felix singing, like I'm sold. This song is amazing. Alright, so next song, MIA. Now this song, from the lyrics, I thought that this was going to be a love song because it's more light in a way from the other songs. But to fit the mood, I feel like there's definitely like a deeper meaning to the song. There's definitely more than just a love song. Reading the lyrics, I sort of related it to childhood and growing up. So it's like saying things like, I'm talking about you, like we drifted apart. Don't know why it turned out like this. I feel like it's looking back at itself as a child and realizing how much that they've changed. Like regardless for the better or the worse, like it just talks about how much that they've grown as a person and how much their like maybe interests changed, or maybe like looks changed, or maybe just personality changed. It's one of those things you look back to yourself and be like, huh. And then it says, since you've changed your outlook, somewhere it's just different. That hits home. And like MIA is just reminiscing all the memories of a child, from good times to the bad times, to the happy times to the sad times. Like the lyrics, like you follow what others say, it's awkward with you, where did it go, your beautiful smile, you used to smile so much, I miss it. And I like it saying, although MIA is happy at who they are at the moment, you know, you still sometimes miss being innocent, miss being a child, miss having fun and being free, miss just like not worrying about hard work all the time. And like it thinks about being a child and being happy just to be happy, and being sad just to be sad. Like there's no other reason for it. But then as the song progresses, MIA is sort of like encouraging its past selves as a child, to a teenager, to who they are right now, and even to their future self. So I feel like MIA is saying that being a child, being a teenager, being who they are right now, even a future one, they're all like different people, but they work together in the same body, in the same mind, that they support each other. It's like it's looking at your past self, yourself as a child, and be like, oh, you did well growing up into who I am right now. And then look into your future self, be like, I will make my future self proud of me. And it's that kind of thing is so special because it's not talking about you and me. It's not talking about two different people. It's talking about yourself and yourself and yourself. That is really special. That is really cool. This song is so happy. It takes me into such a good mood. It's like the glow of the album. I love this. Alright, for the last song, Awkward Silence. The last closing song of this album. This song is so special. It's so pretty. So Awkward Silence is a happy song, which is great because it is the last song and I don't want to end it on a sad note. So it's super friendly, it's super chill, no longer scared, it has been like in Who or Voices. The song is about being happy with who you are and being happy with the people around you. It loves laughing, it loves joking around, it loves having a great time, it loves having a great day, being with its friends. Like sure, Awkward Silence still hasn't found the things that they've been looking for since District 9, since I Am Not album. But then they're like, my pace, it's okay, I don't have to worry about stuff. Just take things slowly and take things carefully and that's it. It's just saying like, who has time to worry when you're having fun, when you're laughing, you know? It is completely so happy, it is so chill, it is so great. Like, Awkward Silence is that song where it wants to feel happy and it wants other people to feel happy with it. Like, this song is such a perfect ending song to this album because this album is a full ride, okay? Like, this song is a definition of the quote, rainbow after a storm. Like, there could be a storm, but guess what? There's a rainbow after it, so it's fine. That's Awkward Silence. Awkward Silence is that rainbow. And like, it's the opposite of the intro song, Who, because even though it still questions its existence, they're happy at where they are right now, at who they are right now. And this song is just so... it makes me want to cry. Alright, so overall, this entire album, literally a roller coaster ride of emotions. Emotions. Like, it tapped into a lot of different subjects and different feelings, and it's just, but as a whole, it just talks about living. It talks about just simply living yourself and who you are right now, no matter if you have happy thoughts or sad thoughts. You are who you are as a person, and you should live as yourself and not as anyone else. Again, I'm not really an expert in music production, but music production wise, it is still great. It's still amazing. Every song in this album is really great to listen to on like any time, basically. Like, this is hands down already my favorite album. What is that fluff? Like, this is one of my favorite albums of 2018. If not, all my years of K-pop. This is one of the best albums I've ever listened to before. And it just... Stray Kids, thank you so much. Like, thank you for making a masterpiece, Stray Kids. This song, I have to get it now. After doing this, I have to have this album. It's just... it hits home in many different ways, and it hits a lot of people in many different ways too. So this album is so relatable, and even if they don't win with this album, which is completely fine, because listen, that's the whole point of My Pace, okay? Like, they don't have to win exactly this. They have other chances. Just take things slow, and when they win, they win. Like, I feel like it's unnecessary to say things like they deserve the first win right now, even though it is their first comeback. They're still rookies. Like, they have a lot of future chances, and it's just, they do what they gotta do, you know? I mean, winning an award is great, but and if they don't, it's not the end of the world. They still do what they gotta do. They're still Stray Kids, whether they win or not. And this song, My Pace, the whole album is just, it's something that people should see as more than just a song and take into like life lessons, because this album is just so... So yeah, this has been my review for Stray Kids I Am Who album. This is my first time ever doing a review for an album, and it's actually really fun. Like, listen, all these notes right here, all these pages, this is 8 pages right here. It's a lot, and honestly, this has been really fun. Hopefully I can do something like this again, but I don't know. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye!